In the depths of my memory, I find the recollections of a woman named Ligeia, a figure whose essence still lingers within my soul. The circumstances of our meeting remain hazy, lost in the mists of time. It was in a grand, ancient city near the Rhine that our paths intertwined. Ligeia, with her enigmatic origins, captivated my heart and mind, evolving from friend to study partner, and ultimately becoming my beloved wife. Her physical presence was a tapestry of peculiar beauty, defying conventional norms. The grace of her movements and the softness of her footsteps were but a prelude to the symphony of her voice and the gentle touch of her hand on my shoulder. Her countenance, though not classically attractive, possessed an otherworldly allure. Porcelain skin, ebony tresses, and eyes larger than life itself, veiled by long lashes and arched brows that carried a cryptic expression. Ligeia embodied a relentless determination, her calm demeanor concealing an indomitable spirit. Her brilliance shone through her mastery of languages, particularly Latin and Greek, and her prowess in the realms of science and mathematics. In the early days of our union, she shared her vast knowledge, guiding my studies with precision. But when illness befell her, I witnessed a tenacity for life that surpassed all understanding. Desperation mingled with love as I stood witness to her valiant battle against the encroaching grasp of death. In her feeble state, she grasped my hands, confessing her devotion. Her love, an inseparable part of her fierce will to survive, became painfully evident as I faced the impending loss. When she eventually succumbed to her fate, a devastating sadness enveloped my being. Overwhelmed by grief, I sought solace in the embrace of a different life. Wandering through foreign lands, my heart heavy with memories, I stumbled upon an ancient abbey nestled in a desolate corner of England. Within its darkened chambers, I adorned the melancholic halls with vibrant hues, as if hoping to drown my sorrows in a sea of color. Alas, my attempts at respite proved futile, as no amount of brightness could dispel the shadows haunting my soul. In a moment of fleeting hope, I wed Lady Rowena Trevanion of Tremaine, a woman who bore no resemblance to Lygeia. Her fair locks and azure eyes stood in stark contrast to the darkness etched upon my heart. Yet, the echoes of Lygeia refused to fade, persistently haunting my every thought. Within the towering heights of the Abbey's tower, our marital abode, an ominous atmosphere descended. Lady Rowena's health declined, plagued by unsettling sounds and unseen movements that sent tremors through her fragile form. The physicians, perplexed by her affliction, could offer no solace. It was then, on a fateful night, that the truth revealed itself with spectral clarity. As the clock neared midnight, a whisper escaped the silence, piercing my ears and jolting me from my reverie. Lady Rowena, seemingly roused from her slumber, divulged her encounters with spectral disturbances, her countenance etched with fear. Though my senses failed to perceive these phenomena, I dismissed her concerns as mere figments of imagination. Attempting to alleviate her distress, I procured a glass of wine from a distant table. Yet, in that pivotal moment, an ethereal intervention transpired. Bright droplets of crimson fell into the vessel, unbeknownst to Lady Rowena, who imbibed the tainted elixir. In fearful silence, I bore witness to the transformation that ensued. Rowena's condition deteriorated further, her life force waning, until she succumbed to the clutches of death. The servants tenderly prepared her for eternal slumber, shrouding her form beneath a somber sheet. But the nights that followed were a descent into a macabre realm, where the boundaries of life and death blurred. Alone in the chamber with Rowena's lifeless shell, I found myself ensnared in an unholy dance with the supernatural. Elusive shapes and eerie shadows flitted around, taunting my fraying sanity. As my gaze fell upon the carpet beneath the resplendent chandelier, a momentary respite from fear whispered in my ear. Then, a sound reverberated through the chamber, shattering the silence of the night. I stared in disbelief, for Rowena's once void eyes trembled open, a glimmer of life returning to her pallid features. In a bewildering sequence, she revived, only to succumb to the icy grip of death time and again, her body undergoing uncanny transformations. Madness gripped my soul, and I yearned for Ligeia's ethereal presence once more. An indescribable fervor consumed me as Rowena's semblance shifted, her blonde tresses transforming into raven black, her eyes evoking the haunting memories of my lost love. I cried out, my mind on the precipice of madness, for these were the eyes of Ligeia herself.